Is Nitraflex the rocket fuel you want, or just a loud label with a buzz? The promise is heavy energy, big pumps, and focus that makes the clock disappear. The current formula is marketed as creatine-free with 325 milligrams of caffeine per scoop, plus 1,000 milligrams of nitrosogene, and a dose of boron that the brand says supports free testosterone. Directions warn to assess tolerance and not take it near bedtime, which tracks with that stimulant load. The brand page shows multiple flavors and 30 servings, which matters for cost per scoop math. On the business reality check, the company behind Nitraflex is World Health Products LLC, doing business as Gat Sport, with a listed address on Pepper Street in Monroe, Connecticut, and a public customer service phone number and emails. Their site has terms and privacy pages naming the LLC, which is what you want to see for provenance. Woy's tools show the domain is long-standing, which matches the years of distribution across major retailers, and the brand has an active presence in mainstream stores. No medical claims on the label means DSHEA-compliant marketing language. Let's talk design and real-world performance. The stimulants are the star with that 325 milligram caffeine hit, which is roughly 3 cups of coffee, so the rush is real if your tolerance is average. Nitrosogene is a patented arginine silicon complex with human data for pump and cognition, which helps the formula look more grown-up than a basic caffeine plus beta-alanine blend. Beta-alanine tingles will likely happen, and that is normal, though some people dislike the sensation. Customer sentiment is mixed but predictable for high-stim pre-workouts. Trustpilot feedback about Gat Sport trends, positive on taste and perceived effectiveness, though most posts are older and about the brand, generally not just Nitraflex. On retailer pages, buyers consistently rave about the energy and focus, and a recurring negative is too strong or jittery if you go full scoop or stack other caffeine the same day. Another pattern is flavor is fine to very good, but color-free mixes can look pale, which is normal and not a quality problem. Time your dosing and stay hydrated, and many users report clean workouts without a crash. Now the money talk and the value question. Street price on the main flavors often hovers in the mid-20s for 30 servings, which lands around 80 cents per scoop, while big-name alternatives swing from budget to premium for similar or lower caffeine. With Nitraflex, you pay for the high stim profile and the inclusion of nitrosogene and boron rather than huge citrulline grams. If you want maximum pump volume, you might still add standalone citrulline or go with a non-stim pump product on off days. The brand lists a physical address and phone number in Connecticut, and you can map the spot, which suggests a normal office and warehouse situation rather than a mystery shell. Policies on the site read like standard e-commerce, with conventional returns and no sneaky subscription traps surfaced in checkout language. The BBB has entries for the corporate name and shows the company has been around for years, which supports the idea this is a real operator, not a pop-up. I see no recent U.S. regulator action specifically naming Nitraflex, which is a good sign. Here is the verdict after triangulating product facts, market context, and consumer noise. Nitraflex is not a scam and not a miracle. It is a strong, high-caffeine pre-workout with a legit branded pump ingredient and a sprinkle of testosterone support via boron that will not transform hormones overnight, but may help keep free testosterone from binding as tightly in the short term. The wins are fast, energy, strong focus, and a fair price per serving for the punch. The trade-offs are potential jitters for low-tolerance users, a formula that prioritizes stimulation over max pump grams, and the usual beta-alanine tingles. Red flags are minimal because the company is identifiable with a corporate entity, address, contact routes, and standard site policies. If you like a hard-hitting scoop and train earlier in the day, this is worth a look. If you are sensitive or train at night, it is worth the headache to pick a lower stim or stim-free option. Final call is legit with caveats, and the smart move is compare per scoop caffeine and actives, then buy from a reputable retailer that honors returns.